Fucks up, guys. So we're back. We've done some videos beforehand. We did one for the Wall and Gronks. Been having microphone trouble, so I hope this is all fucking working out. If it's not, I hope you motherfuckers can read some lips, because I'm probably not going to record this again. So what this is the end times, bitches. This is also me doing chores before my girlfriend gets home and kills me because I haven't done the chores today. But this is a response to the end times. Now, first off, if you don't know, the FAQs came out today. First FAQs in seems like a year, probably about a year. So good on GW for finally acknowledging that fantasy exists again. Great job, guys. But before you turn this video off and you're like, oh, this is going to be a rant and a rave about how shitty Games Workshop is, when have I ever made a video saying that GW is shitty? I have been a loyal fanboy for as long as I've been playing this game, which is almost 9 years now. Fucking Christ, almost 9 years. That's pathetic. So 9 years. 9 years of fantasy. I started in the end times. I started when Archeon was coming down with his good fucking buddy Crom, and they were gonna fucking smash some motherfuckers. They had fucking Volkmar the Grim tied to a fucking banner, and fucking Grimgor Ironhide was being a badass and kicking some dudes' heads in. Volton and Luther Huss were still being the pussies that they are, and it was the fucking end times. Shit was going down. And then they retconned all that. Everyone knows that. Everyone who played in that era remembers being pissed off about that. Though it ended kind of fucking stupidly too, so it doesn't even matter. Anyway, the end times are back. But this time it's different. This time it's Nagash. Nagash is the motherfucker who's gonna come and try to wreck the world this time. But you don't want to hear about fluff. You've never come to my channel to hear about fucking fluff. You haven't. Just not something you do. While you're watching my channel, is to know, what does this mean for the game? Fucking Christ, this girl. Well, what it means for the game is that we have a new army, Undead Legions. It's the 2 combined Undead books with a few toys thrown in and a few toys taken out. Great. Fantastic, actually. That's a big part of what this video is. But the other bit is 50% Lords, 50% Heroes. Now, this is the bit I want to talk about because this has been confirmed by GW that this is official rules. It was just confirmed in the FAQ this morning. What this means is now it'll probably get comped to shit because that's what knee-jerk tournament organizers do. But it means in normal games now, and I'd say probably it's going to be about 50-50 for tournament games, but you can now take 50% from the Lords and Heroes slot. Now, the knee-jerk reaction for this is triple Demon Prince and fucking 25 Star Dragons and all that bullshit. That's great. Fucking fantastic. You figured out that 1 + 1 = 2, and 2 things are better than 1. You figured it out. Good for you. Fuck yourself. It's like really not that hard that you figured out that 50% Lords can be broken. Congratulations. It's just like minimizing core, being like, why would I ever have 25% more than 25% of core? It doesn't make sense, because that's not fucking as tooled as I can get it. Well done. You figured it out. you can get off the internet now and stop telling people that this is the end of the world. Because what it means for us tournament gamers who like to run slightly different net builds, or then net builds, is that we can run lists that we're not restricted by 25% anymore. How many lists have you written for 2,500 points that have like 630 points in characters? And you're like, well, fuck, I have to cut 5 points from this. But there's nothing you want to cut because it's perfect. That's what this is. This is being like, you know that list you have that if you could just get a few more points in characters, it would be perfect. Here you go. I mean, that's all this is. This isn't the end of the world. It may be called the end times, but that's a marketing strategy. It's not literally GW is trying to end the world. It's not happening. I mean, we're getting more solar flares and everything, so maybe they're coinciding and the fucking stars are aligning. But that's beside the point. What I'm trying to say here, people, is that fucking, if you really think that the game is about running 3 Demon Princes and Min Core, and that's your list, and ho ho, look at me, I'm the cleverest son of a bitch she's ever walked under the sun, it's not. And you're not that clever. People have been figuring this out 2, 3 editions ago, that 2 is better than 1. And then there's the people who think Hero Hammer's coming back. Now, I can see the argument. I can see the argument that Hero Hammer might be coming back in a slight way. But tell me this. Do heroes pick up entire units by themselves? I'd say 90% of the time the answer is no. If a unit is picking a hero up by itself, are you actively leaving the unit in front of said hero? That sounds like it's your problem and not the game's problem. 8th edition is fine. Having 50% or 25% more points to spend on characters is fine. A game is only broken when you actively try to break it. It's like having a warranty for something and being like, well, I'm taking this product back because when I smashed it with a hammer, it broke. Of course it fucking broke, because you actively tried to break it. But if you're just using the thing and not smashing it with a hammer, it won't try to break. Because it's built so that unless you actively try to break it, it won't break. People have been saying skies are falling in every edition of every game I've ever played. I have people who I play D&D with who are still claiming that whatever fucking edition we're on right now is the worst thing that's ever happened since the fucking Holocaust. And I just tell them, don't worry about it. It's a game. Yes, it's a game. But new rules come and new rules go. And still people play the game. You've never once seen a game die out because of a new edition coming to a game. You just haven't. It doesn't happen. So now that that's out of the way, now that we're thinking like civilized adults, well, most of us, I'm not a civilized adult, I'm barely a civilized child, but now that we're thinking like this, what does it mean for Warhammer? Well, what it means for Warhammer is that we're going to see diversity. We're going to see more than Min Core, one big bro, who's your lord, no fighty character, because you gotta have your level 4. Oh god, what would I do without my level 4 on the spell scroll? And when all that stuff boils down, it gives you more things to do. I can now start running a lord on a chaos dragon which before he was in his fucking pants because he was too expensive to have any equipment. Too expensive. Impossible to give him equipment. But now, not only can he have equipment, but he can have full fucking kit. He can be the baddest motherfucker to ever set foot on a dragon. Which is great. That's exactly what I want from fantasy. I don't want fucking just some dude who casts spells, no monsters, a couple of cannons, and some blocks. That's not fantasy. Fantasy is a big fucking bro on a dragon who's gonna fucking kick your head in. That's fantasy. So, stop bitching and start building lists that are fun and have dragons and monsters. Because that's fun. That's what's fun in fantasy. Now, GW has done a few things, and I'm going to talk about them really fast that fucking piss me off. It's to do with the end times. And the thing is they've let the end times book go out of print. Now, I managed to scalp one and the magic cards before they went out of print because I'm a neurotic undead fan and I have to have everything undead right when it comes out. So they let it go out of print, which seems really weird. But if you put the rules that matter in the FAQ, I guess I can see the strategy behind it because you no longer need the $100 book. The book just adds the fluff and the rules for a new army. So let's talk about the new army for a minute. That segued really nicely. I didn't even think that segued really nicely. Who knew it? I can now build semi-elegant segues. Is this channel fucking sick? Or, like, am I not Johnny Crass anymore? I don't know what's going on. Before I completely fucking squirrel right just then, like, Brandon Palmer, also known as GMM Studios, and I are going to start doing a podcast soon. This podcast is going to be very loose. It's going to be hobby-centered, but not Warhammer-centric. It's going to be more based around sculpting, painting, our ideas on things, tits, whatever else comes up. We're working out the details right now. When our first show goes up, I will definitely let my channel know. I'm so excited about it. It's going to be so much fun to talk with the fucking legend behind the Kraken ship and behind every other fucking insane display piece he's ever done. Like, the man is a hobby fucking god. He looks like an emo fuck, but he is an awesome hobby god. Anyway, I got distracted. What were we talking about? Legion of Undeath. That's what we were talking about. Oops. So. Legion of Undeath. What does this mean for the game? Well, this means that Tomb Kings now have an army that actually makes sense to play. You can actually feasibly win with the Legion of Undeath when you're playing Tomb Kings. Because Legion not only gets rid of that stupid, and I think I'm not alone when I say this, that stupid fucking no march. You can now march within a general, just like vampires, which is fucking great. In addition, there's no more crumble. Crumble, when your Hefe dies or when your Lich Priest motherfucker dies, is gone. So you can play a bit more balls deep. The other thing is now you don't even have to have that fucking caster there in your army. You could take a Legion of Undeath army and say, fuck my army being led by vampires. I'm going to have it led by a motherfucking White King. And he's going to be my only character. That's perfectly legal in Legion of Undeath. Now, anyone can be your Hefe as long as they have the fucking highest leadership in the army. The way that makes sense. Right? Right. Where am I getting all these knives? I don't know. It's not like I'm in a kitchen or something. Ha ha. God, do people even watch this fucking channel anymore? I make a fucking pathetic show. I really do. I just fucking babble on, fucking swear. Like, every other word out of my mouth is fuck. Like, you think my mom would be more disappointed in me than she already is. But anyway. We were talking about something. Legion. So, the other awesome thing about Legion, and this is awesome, is that now, not only do we get a new army, we get a new lore, the lore of undeath. Now, this lore is for every book, and I've been hearing people say, oh, the sky is falling because orcs and goblins get a new lore, blah, 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 blah. The lore only really fucking punches home when it's on Nagash or Argon. The rest of the time, the lore is actually pretty tame. But on those two, the lore is quite heinous. All the lore is pretty much about is being like, you see that patch of ground there? That's an undead unit now. That's the lore. The lore is different variations of the classic spell Raise Dead. That's what it is. So I really see no reason why people should be fussed about this lore. It's really cool theme-wise, but other than that, it doesn't fucking matter. You'll probably not see it at top tables at tournaments. Maybe a sportcaster will have it. But I'd say with 95% certainty, a level 4 for a non-undead army, a level 4 will not be running this lore. It has no game-ending spell. It's not like 6 dice dwellers, fucking get the fuck out of this tournament. That's not what this lore is about. This lore is about putting cool units on the table and not having to pay points for them. That being said, I do see this lore in most competitive tournament builds on a level 2. On a level 2, this lore is actually, I don't want to say broken because that makes me sound like a whiny bitch, but I'd say the lore is above standard. Yeah, above standard. I just wore myself out. I've been like motor mouthing this shit. God damn. Yeah. So you'll definitely see the Legion. The Legion's a great list. It's not like Tarmacon, where, you know, when you fucking saw Tarmacon, you're like, all right, you got 4 units in the entire book. Fucking shoot me and put the destroyer at me. Let's get this fucking over with. No. In Legion, you're like, all right, it's just both undead books mashed together. It's going to be fun. I'm going to see combos I never even thought I'd see, like Black Coach and Casket of Souls. They're like best friends. Who would have thought that the Black Coach is going to be back in an 8th edition Vampire Counts book? Yeah, it's just fantastic. I'm so excited about the end times. Now you may be wondering about the title of this video, The Elf Who Should Have Pulled Out. Well, if you've read any of the end times fluff, you know that half the story is about Tyrion putting his dick where his elf dick should not go. I won't spoil any more than that, but let's just say Tyrion bangs a certain special character that he really shouldn't have banged, and they have a baby. If you don't understand how that works, you should probably call your parents. But they have a baby, and this baby fucks with Nagash a little bit. Nagash is not too happy that Tyrion banged this woman. Just for reference, Tyrion did not bang Sigvald. I would have really liked it. That would have been a nice twist in the book. But he did not bang Sigvald. Yeah. But you see some friends from the end times that we thought GW just retconned, like Volton and Crom. But yeah, it's great. It is a great book. I encourage anyone to pick it up. I'm gonna pick up the second one, the Nurgle one, the second it fucking comes out. I'm gonna be like, no, I'll take a copy right away, and I'll take the spell cards and just fucking take my money. Like, fuck it, just take my money. I'm supposed to be cleaning the kitchen, aren't I? Fuck. I'm not doing a fucking very good job of this. The plates and shit everywhere. I'm a bad boyfriend sometimes. But yeah, that's kind of the extent of this video. I've been talking a lot. I've been talking really fast because this is exciting. This is Warhammer kind of reborn for me. I'm excited about Warhammer again. I'm just loving it. Like, Chaos has been all put in a box. Chaos Dwarves, Beastmen, Warriors, Demons in a box, shoved in the back of my apartment. Fuck them. It's all about undead now, baby. It's all about fucking my Lemans coming back out of the ground and just starting to fuck with people. I'm rebuilding my entire Vampire Council army pretty much from scratch. Using a lot of the sculpting tricks that I've picked up working on Chaos to resculpt the Knights, resculpt the Ghouls, resculpt the Vampires. Yeah, I've picked up a lot of tricks. I'm hoping to show you guys. I am teetering on the brink of buying Nagash just because now that he's tournament illegal, he's really good. Really good. I think I'm actually going to do a Lore of Undeath review at some point, so if anyone wants one, I'll do one. But yeah, it's exciting. It is an exciting time to be a Warhammer player. Now, people are going to be telling you that the sky is falling. I can probably guess right now, I haven't watched his video, but I know Anthony's going to just be complaining about the fact that 50% Lords will ruin the game. But don't listen to those people. Those people do not understand the sky is not falling. We are coming up to the sky. Sky's getting closer, yeah, but we're going up to it. It's not coming down to us. So this is what GW has given us. GW has given us the best early Christmas present that we could possibly ever ask for. This is better than fucking Hobbit models or a new edition 12.67 of 40K or whatever the fuck they're on. This is the best time to be a fantasy player. 8th edition is strong. The tournament scene in the 8th is strong. We have this new set of rules, which is just pretty much 9th edition, but they don't want to call it 9th edition, which warms my heart because it means that we're not going to get 9th edition for a while. My only gripe is that they destroyed Kislev. Damn you, GW! Because I fucking love my Kislev army. That's like it. This is a great time to be a Warhammer player. If you've been on the fence, if you've been playing Malafox or War Machines, or fucking even just stroking your dick watching this channel, now is the time to get into a Warhammer. Because it's only going to go up, people. The game's great right now. The scenes are exploding everywhere. The hobby is, the models that are starting to come out are just better and better and better and better. I was going to just fuck with people and put my old Nagash on the big base. And now I'm even thinking about buying the fucking new 12-foot tall Nagash model. Because why not? So yeah, that's it. I hope you like this video. I really do. Because this is the first video I've done in a long time that I've really loved making. I've been really excited about it. I've been really excited about fucking Warhammer and End Times and Nagash and 50% this and 50% that and fucking raising undead out of the ground. Just remember that if you have a problem with undead, they sell boomsticks. Forget what aisle it is in. If you need to remember that, just ask Ash. Yeah, it's just a great time. Fucking fuck Balthazar Gelt. Vlad is back, bitches. Fucking Luther Harkon is Jack Sparrow with vampire fangs, which is just fucking badass. Yeah, that's it. If you don't already follow me on Twitter, what the fuck are you doing? Twitter's the place to be for Warhammer. It just is. So I'm at Johnny_Crass. The name will pop up. Porn Hammered. That's the three things I love in life: porn, Warhammer, and beer. So, and of course my lovely girlfriend. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, share this on every fucking Warhammer website you can find. Get the word out that 50% is not the end of the game. It is just the beginning. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you didn't, go fuck yourself. If you did, aren't you glad I'm back? And the truest person in Warhammer, the person who will tell you the truth every time with more obscenities than you can throw into an old Welsh dude's fucking toe stubbing. Fuck! It's gonna be so good. So good. I think that's it. I think that's all I can say about Warhammer right now without being way too excited. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. This is Johnny Crass, and I'll talk to y'all motherfuckers later. Thank you.